Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria 2, where it's the start of a new session, and as usual, that means I'm, changing everything. We're cranking the taxes. I have made a decision. We are cranking the taxes and saving up... That was weird. Cranking the taxes caused us to lose money briefly, but now we're gaining money again. And we are going to save up until such a time as we can build a small arms factory, specifically in Sudan. Reason being, we currently have a whole bunch of unemployed craftsmen in Sudan, and that is something that I would like to deal with. Absolutely. Now, my understanding was that in Gondar Tigray, we were going to gain a concrete factory. Or rather, a cement factory. Is that not true? We don't appear to have one. And as far as I know, it's not being built currently, so that's a thing. But hey, we just got field fortifications. That's always nice. Or did we just discover it? Where even is field fortifications in the tree? I'd assume it would be in the army somewhere. I don't know. Maybe these are just things that we get just passively? I'm unsure. Conservative is really losing hard. Wow. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, there's our iron muzzle-loaded artillery finished. And let's go ahead and dive, I think, directly over to industry. And let's see, supply limit increase would be nice. Factory throughput tech. That'd be really nice. Mining and farming output, though. I feel like that is what we need to go for. So we're going to go ahead and work on the practical steam engine as our next bit of tech that we're looking for. And in the meantime, we have saved up over 3,000 pounds, which is very nice, and soon we should be able to build ourselves a small arms factory. Ammunition production! Fantastic. We now allow ammunition factories, which would be another good thing to have. I would love to have a small arms factory. I would love to have an ammunition factory, which we may need to refresh this to view. Artillery factory would be great. Like, one of each of these military factories is what I'm leaning towards, and then beyond, so that we're not entirely relying on imports. Then, beyond that, probably start working on some of our needs, which, if we go in here and look, actually, if we go in here, let's see, the needs of artisans would be the biggest ones. So, artisans, what do they need? It doesn't actually say. Oh wait, right here. Everyday needs. Ammunition, small arms, these are soldiers. Right. I'm mostly interested in artisans. These are aristocrats, these are bureaucrats, clergy, farmers. Hang on, in Gondar Tigray. Okay, those are clergy. Soldiers, farmers, clergy, bureaucrats, aristocrats. Apparently there aren't any artisans around. Oh, here's artisans. Okay, so what is their everyday needs? Tobacco, tea, regular clothes, furniture. I gotcha. Okay. And then those are luxury needs there. We'll get to those. Oh, hello, what's this? An alliance offer from Hejaz again. Go away, Hejaz. Is Yemen feared? No, but they're allied with Abu Dhabi and Hejaz. But those are very weak nations. Now, there isn't a crossing point here, so we would need transports if we were to invade Yemen. So that's a thing we should consider. Oh, we can do a reform! And we have, currently, a movement... Actually, we have two movements trying to get reforms. Minimum wage movement and campaign for public meetings. Now, it would appear that the minimum wage movement is much bigger than the campaign for public meetings. That said, we can't go into a social reform currently. What we can do, though, is we can give the people what they want. This is going to make the minimum wage movement more radicalized, but we can't do this. It's grayed out. The upper house won't vote for it. I'm assuming that's why it's grayed out. Yeah, they won't vote for it. Mostly because the vast majority of the upper house doesn't want it at all. So we're going to go ahead and go to meetings allowed. Now this is going to make the minimum wage movement more radicalized, but there's not a lot we can do about that. Sorry guys, it just is what it is. Oh wow, look at these rebel groups shrink. I like it. That's very nice. Fantastic. So we currently need a little bit more money to be able to build ourselves our factory. But we're working on it. Egypt is, of course, sphered by the UK. And if we were to attack Yemen, we would definitely need boats. And you know what boats cost? The answer is money. Why are we suddenly making less? Well, presumably because we are importing things. Yes, indeed we are. I'm going to go ahead and cut down our spending on land units here. In fact, thanks traditionalism and rationalism. In fact, I'm going to cut all of our spending. We weren't spending on anything else. We were just spending on land units. So I'm going to cut the spending on land units for right now, and you can see that we are not very well off as far as our military is prepared, I guess is the word. Indeed. Our military is not very prepared right now. These guys are growing a little bit again. Oh boy. A crisis in Zambia. I'm sure it'll be fine. But look at our money soar. I'm very happy about that. Oh, a general died. Okay. We still have a general in charge of all of our troops, right? Yes, we do. Fantastic. And we should be able to build ourselves a small arms factory very, very soon. Like, now. We can do it now. Actually, no. Now we can do it. So let's do it. We are going to build a small arms factory. Fantastic. And we're just going to be saving up money right now and building additional factories. So let me take a quick look at our factory here. Let's see, where do we sort by number of factories? Yes. So we are still accumulating our goods for it, I think. Is the theory. Then the question is, oh, we can do another reform? Oh no, that's just we're building factories. Okay. Reforms are here. What am I talking about? Okay, so craftsmen, the next location to build one would be maybe Sudan again. I don't know how many craftsmen are employed in each factory. But Sudan is definitely where we have the most craftsmen. And we can actually... We're currently working on attracting immigrants. We could maybe promote craftsmen over here. In Sudan. And have this be kind of our core manufacturing state. Wow, look at our number of craftsmen go up. I like it. Well, we can do a reform. Austria-Hungary is joining the crisis on the side of France. Good for them. What reform do we want to go for here? Well, what would people like the most? Common school movement radicalism and minimum wage movement radicalism. Yikes. We could move it this direction. Could we perhaps suppress the minimum wage movement? No, not yet. I think we should just not pass any additional reforms for now, even though the House would vote for it. I think we just can't afford to radicalize the minimum wage movement much more. Although maybe we should go to wealth vote franchising in hopes that that puts more middle class vote in, and then we can vote for the low minimum wage. That would be the idea. So now the question is, how many craftsmen in Sudan are going to be employed by this factory once it actually finishes, which it is now currently building. And it will finish soon enough. Actually, I'm going to move our encourage craftsmen over to craftsman here, over to Ethiopian Amhara. Reason being, there we go. Reason being, I don't want all of our factories in one location, and it's much easier to defend this area. But we'll just see how many end up being employed by this factory. Ottoman Empire and the UK are requesting military access. Presumably... yeah, that's a thing. You know what? Sure. I don't want to make them angry. I don't want to be involved in this. Come on through. What could possibly go wrong? I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, we have a loan. I'm going to go ahead and repay that. I forgot about that. There we go. No more debt. And it'll be paid back in 10 days of income at this point. Conservative is still not doing so well. Liberal is doing super well. Which isn't awful for us, actually. Because I want to pass this low minimum wage. And we need more people that would vote for it, and 60% of liberals will vote for it. So that's a good thing, ultimately, if we want to get rid of that movement. Which we absolutely do. And this practical steam engine should give us a fair amount of additional income from our mining and farming, which is the majority of our income currently. We are not very mechanized right now. That said, mechanical production might be a good thing to grab. Fantastic. Practical steam engine is done. So the question now becomes, what do we go for next? More commerce? More industry? Like, do we keep going down this tree? How much is this going to cost? About a third more. And it looks like these on this lower tier are all about the same cost. So I'm going to go ahead and grab mechanical production for right now. Excellent. And onward we go. Now we can go ahead and start building another factory. And I'm going to do that in Ankober. And I'm going to make it be an artillery factory. There we go. Fantastic. These are some wild swings in the amount of money we're making. Making 4,000, losing 600. Okay, whatever. We should also probably consider that our transportation infrastructure needs to expand. That said, we can't in a lot of places. But I'm going to go ahead and do it in a Cordat here. And then I'm going to just link up all of our core areas that we can with railroads. That would be, I think, ideal. However, it is time to put a cut in here, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to see if we can maybe get some of these things passed. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you all next time.